up, everyone, and welcome to the Bench Podcast. My name is Joey, joined as always by my brother and co-host, Angel. What's up, my guy?
What's up? How's it going? How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
The wife's away, having some mommy time.
Wife's away, so the boys will play?
No, not at all. I've been super swamped. I'm watching both girls.
So the boys will babysit?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the boys will babysit.
That sounds like just as fun.
Yeah. So, two girls. Over at the producer desk, double barrel action, but all you see is AJ Woodson because Gabe's doing a solid. Gabe's putting the show first right now.
Yeah.
He's upstairs watching said children.
Yeah. Who knows what
I'm actually...
Who knows what is going on? My mic is not on.
Is that the Batman thing? It is on. Is that the Batman thing? That freaking thing.
Wait,
every
freaking
show.
Giant Batman.
Yeah, I'm actually watching it right now. At the moment, Gabe reading them a book.
Oh,
so good
sweet
work.
moment.
But anyway, episode 124. In today's episode, we're going to get into the news and notes from around the league because a lot has happened this week.
Yes.
Even though we're in the midst of the long dark night.
Yep.
There's stuff going on. There's people getting signed. People signing record deals. The NFL schedule is going to drop.
Yep.
We're going to talk about what's been released of that so far, as well as cover the signings and the news and notes all around the league. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to the channel.
Hi.
If it's your first time here, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel to catch all of our content we're putting out, talking fantasy football and all things NFL. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast, thanks for joining us on the audio version of the Bench Podcast. And, of course, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Search at Bench Show. Woo! To follow us on all those different things.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good job.
And then, of course, check out benchedshow.com. Benchshow.com.
Yeah.
Announcements, content. If you go into the Benched Beat, that is our what do you call that? Not a newsletter. That's our blog, basically.
Articles,
you got stuff up there, an article from AJ, fantasy article from AJ, different articles, just about fandom, all sorts of things. Go check that out. Of course, everything is free there. Nothing behind a paywall.
No.
So, yeah, episode 124. This is for May 15th. We're recording, of course, the day before. I got some birthdays, boys.
Okay, here we go.
Although we're missing a big one on May 14th. George Lucas.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
To
happy birthday to you today, but yesterday. When
created so much goodness.
Created our childhood.
Yeah,
man.
our childhood.
Yeah, I mean, what's the biggest thing he did that's not Star Wars?
Lucasfilm.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Jones,
And Indiana Jones.
Smart ass.
Dude,
I have
dude
never
made
seen
Harrison Ford.
I've never seen Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I've never seen Indiana Jones. It has.
Man.
I don't know why I don't.
The Harrison Ford one.
Yeah, I never.
Have you seen the Shia LaBeouf one?
Yes, I've seen that one. I am a millennial.
The worst one.
I hated it, but I am a millennial.
Happy birthday, Ray Lewis, 48 years old today.
Just
Gabe
killing it
boy.
out there.
Linebacker for the Ravens, also killed someone.
Yeah,
at one
killed
point.
someone, but I guess we
career.
don't talk about that no more.
Too bad Gabe's not here. Happy birthday to Jackson Mahomes.
Oh, the legend himself. He's currently fighting some kind of charge somewhere. I know it.
I think he's still in that.
Him and his dad hanging
And
out.
his dad hanging out.
Oh, his dad.
Side by side cells. That should be a show.
Patrick is a real shining light in that family.
Yeah. Got the wife, the
You know,
dad,
there's the Kelce
brother.
cast. There should be a live cast from prison where they watch football.
Pat and Jack.
Pat and Jack. Man, they owe us money if that ever happens.
Happy birthday to the man whose jersey, the first one I ever owned, Emmitt Smith.
Wow.
Emmitt
Hey,
Smith.
friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Maybe one day.
One
hop
day
in
I'll
the
get him
show.
on here.
We'll
I will, I
see.
promise.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Alex Verdugo.
Okay.
One-time Dodger. No one really knows who he is.
No, except for
Okay, on this day in 2015, Pitch Perfect 2 released.
First
Is
one's
the
good.
first one
one's
good? I've never seen either of them.
That's the one with Rebel Wilson and
Yep,
them.
yep.
Yeah, never seen it.
I didn't know you were going to go with that.
That's the one with all those lesbians in it.
That's the one where they're pitching and it's perfect.
I've never seen this.
When they pitch a baseball movie. They pitch the perfect game.
Then they do it again.
They pitch the perfect game twice.
How many more?
How many more can we do? Let's keep it going.
On this day, 2015, Mad Max Fury Road.
Hey.
I've never seen this. Is it good?
I've seen that one. That's the one with Tom Hardy in it.
Yep. I actually just watched it like last week because the prequel is coming out next weekend.
Yeah, with Chris Hemsworth.
I need to watch it.
Yeah,
I need to watch
it's a good
it.
movie.
Oh, okay, please tell me you guys have seen this. You haven't. So you just refuse to do it.
Here we go.
The Great. This premiered in 2020. You've never seen The Great on Hulu?
Oh, no.
Do yourself a favor right now.
I
If
don't
you're
watch-
listening
I don't
right
watch
now,
movies on Hulu.
it's not a it's a series.
Hulu original.
Elle Fanning in it.
Oh, obviously.
It's really good. It's really good.
Oh, I know. I've seen it. Yeah.
If you're not, if you guys fine, but if you're listening right now, do yourself a favor, go watch The Great.
The
It
Great,
is a fantastic series. Yeah.
EAT?
Yep.
Like-
Just like that. It's kind of like a historical comedy. It's really unique.
Wow.
Like I'm not a big
Sounds
historical
like a lot
comedy
of
guy.
fun.
I love history.
The Matrix Reloaded, 2003. Never seen it.
Never seen him.
Never gotten The Matrix. Not a big.
Even though it's
What's
real.
his name?
Whoa. I mean, Keanu Reeves, John Wick.
Not a big.
Keanu Reeves.
All four John Wick
Keanu
movies are
Reeves.
great. but-
Those are good movies.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the songs released. I don't know
I
any of
assume.
them. Mariah's song called "Vision of Love." You ever heard of that?
Vision
Wow,
of
yeah,
love.
that's like her-
I'm terrible at titles.
That's like her big 90s hit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Vision of love.
I'm so bad with titles, man. That's it. Happy birthday to those people, and of course,
Happy
George
birthday,
Lucas.
Mariah. It's not such a birthday.
You get one.
You know,
You get a birthday, and you get a birthday.
Yeah, why not?
Let's get into the news. All right.
Right.
Let's get to this news, man. There's a lot happening over the weekend, and we now Wednesday now, so let's get into it. This is gonna piss us all off. It's pissed me off since the moment I saw it. It will potentially cost NFL fans, me, you, AJ, Gabe, every single NFL fan who watches our show, all the good people who support the league, that we freaking love.
That we have started a podcast for.
It will potentially cost them $850 if they want to watch every game in the season.
Fuck you, Roger Goodell.
Wow. Yeah, well, you were really locked and loaded with that.
Yeah. Well, it sucks.
Let's read the breakdown. That's the $73 subscription to YouTube TV. That's to get the bulk of the games.
Okay.
And then you have all the different games that are going to be split up on these what do you call them? Smaller streaming services, Prime Video, Peacock, ESPN Plus, and Netflix. I mean, it's just the total $506, and that's before the Sunday ticket, which costs an additional $350.
And it's no coincidence that the NFL jumps on this when you can no longer share passwords for most of these services.
Yeah. We gotta. I don't know. You nerds out there, you need to unite. And find out a way around this. So we need to fight back because we're not gonna stop watching. Obviously.
No, but I'm
you got us, NFL.
yeah, like you clearly have, but I'm going to illegally stream half of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm not paying for all this stuff.
Yeah, what's that website? Let's give it to the people. What's it called?
Never, because it's gonna be overrun. People are gonna ruin it.
Wrecks your computer.
Yeah. It's called ESPN.com.
Honestly, that truly does suck, though.
Yeah.
$850 per
Wait,
person.
so what's on Netflix?
Netflix is the Christmas games, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, those two games are on Netflix.
How many of those are you currently subscribed to already?
Just ESPN and Prime because I have the.
I actually have all of them.
Okay.
Then you have
that YouTube TV one just sucks because that's not even doesn't even get
That's
you
like
the NFL.
regular cable.
Sunday
That's
Ticket and YouTube TV. Well, YouTube.
No, it's different.
So YouTube TV, this is a cable subscription they're talking about.
Yeah, and you need to get that just so you can have the opportunity to sign up for Sunday Ticket.
Not true. You
No?
can get Sunday Ticket. So I had Hulu Live TV
right,
last
you're
year.
right.
You can get Sunday Ticket without YouTube TV, but you're getting those games that are blocked out because they're on national.
Oh, right.
You can't watch it on Sunday Ticket if it's on national.
Messed up, guys.
This is awesome. Thanks for making it just super hard to watch the teams that we love.
It's messed up.
Appreciate
Let's move on
that,
here.
Roger.
Amazon, one of those little effers,
Yeah.
has approved a true crime documentary chronicling the story of a Chiefs fan who turned into a bank robber known as Chiefs-o-Holic.
All right, hold on, real quick. We got to cast this guy. If we were, who's playing Chiefs? What does he look like?
He's in a costume. So.
Oh shit.
What you got?
No, like who? Like, say like who? Is it a white guy?
I don't know if
Is he a-
anyone's ever seen his face.
We're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with.
I got a dog.
Shane from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He seems like a psychopath.
Oh, just someone who did the
Somebody
voice.
to cast. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the guy? The bad guy from Logan. The guy with the robot arm.
Oh yeah.
He's kinda
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another movie I just watched.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't know. Good for him.
This is hilarious.
Good for him for getting a documentary though.
The documentary titled Chiefs-o-Holic, A Wolf in Chiefs Clothing.
Oh,
very
clever.
Will tell the story of Xavier Babudar.
Oh, so he's not white.
Babudar himself.
mind.
Babudar himself is interviewed in the doc. Gosh, no shame. He's like, oh. Wow.
So he would
on
go to the
Netflix?
games in a costume, get on TV, and then after the games, I'm gonna rob
He would literally
B
rob
of A
banks
real quick.
in
Yeah.
between. Yeah, like it's.
go
And
hit
he was
Citibank.
like a string of robberies. Like he was like doing it at a level that's like people are gonna talk about him for a long time. coming.
That's gonna be a movie so quickly.
I mean, this has no. I guess it has no repercussions to the Chiefs. It's just kind of like
It's just free merch, free pub. Like he's wearing Chiefs
Yeah.
in every scene.
just wear. Just rocking a Chiefs Super Bowl jersey
Yeah.
there. God, dude,
I don't think
Chiefs,
this is a big
Chiefs
hit.
get everything.
Yeah, they even get the cool bank
Yeah,
robbers.
they get the famous criminals for their mega fans.
Some people get OJ. They get the Chiefs guy.
Dang it.
All right.
ESPN has officially announced that former Eagles center Jason Kelce is joining the network and will appear each week on their Monday Night Football pregame show. We all saw this coming for Jason Kelce, not this specifically, but his TV career taking off. Jason Kelce, honestly, I think he's just okay. I don't think he's like a huge personality. I think Travis is probably going to do better in the long run.
He's better with his brother.
Yeah.
I'm. Don't please put him next to Booger McFarland or someone like that. Put him next to someone good.
Here's the problem with Jason Kelce, and I don't want to poop on this. I'm excited for Jason Kelce. I love the guy. I love watching him. I watch the podcast, all the different things. But I feel like you have like calm, like almost like Jason Kelce was like,
Yep.
and then you have like rage monster, shirt off in the booth,
And I don't-
drunk.
There's nothing
Jason
in
Kelce.
between.
And
Yeah,
I don't
there's
think-
nothing in between.
I don't think you get that in a booth either.
No, you're not. gonna
Or
get
at least with people that he's not comfortable with.
that. Yeah.
That's the thing. Yep.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe we'll see him just talking more ball. I guess that's I don't know what else you're gonna do.
It could
mean,
be
he is-
interesting seeing from a like analysis from a center's perspective.
Yeah.
Which is not something. I mean, I don't really.
Is Saturday on that show?
I was gonna say I don't. Yeah.
Isn't he on a show somewhere?
no, I think he got canned. Yeah.
That's the thing. Saturday wasn't very good at that.
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't,
probably
it wasn't
why.
very interesting to listen.
Best of luck to Jason, but I just hope the cast around him is
Yeah. Did you see Belichick's going to be on the Manning
Yep,
cast?
yep.
Every.
Permanently.
Okay, listen. Did you watch? Man, obviously you guys didn't. You guys were watching the
Troy.
Ben's draft party.
Oh yeah.
But Belichick was on the McAfee draft party.
yeah.
It got very, very
Just a lot of long-winded
real deep.
stories. Yeah.
like it got like
in-
you're sitting in one of his like position training rooms
Yeah,
in the middle of summer, summer training.
In 1989, we had this guy coming for camp. He was really good.
Literally, that's it.
I was like,
yeah.
bro, get to the point.
I'll say I don't think Belichick's going to be great on TV.
No.
I don't think he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he has the personality. He obviously has the knowledge, but you need so much more knowledge to be on TV.
Yeah, because then everyone would be on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some big signings here. Antoine Winfield Jr. is now the highest paid defensive back in NFL history after he and the Bucs reached a 4-year, $84 million deal. It's the first time in the modern NFL history that a safety has set this mark. Deal negotiated and confirmed by, of course, David Mulugheta, the paisano of Athletes First. That man gets the craziest deals for people.
Good for him and good for Winfield. He's a very good. I'm not sure he's the best safety in the league, but good for him for getting paid though. Like, yeah.
This is one, like, he is more probably valuable to the Bucs than he is on the open market.
Yeah.
Like, he's there, he was there for the Super Bowl. Like, he's going to be that vet in the defensive room with the ring. I played with Brady. I'm the best. I'm the captain of this defense.
He signed to right.
He had that moment.
Yeah, and he's a worthy. Obviously, this contract is big, but he's worthy of it. He can do everything on the field, really, that you want your safety to like do now.
You've never heard any bad things about him off the field.
He's a good locker room guy. Obviously, has and then this term gets said a lot. The championship pedigree. He really does, though. He played with Tom Brady and he won on a defense that was elite. So good for him and good for the Bucs.
He takes pedigree to a whole new level, obviously, with his dad being who his dad was.
Yeah, and good for him for like honestly exceeding expectations for like because normally it's like you're just your father's son. No, he's actually better than his dad.
He doesn't look like he doesn't look like an elite athlete. He's kind of stumpy. He's not too tall. He didn't blow everyone away with a 40 in the combine. He's just a ball player.
He's just a good safety.
Just a good ball player, good instincts.
Yeah.
This offseason franchise tag has really worked out for a lot of people here, except for T. Higgins. T. Higgins is now the only one who has been offered the franchise tag, even though he has not signed it. He requested a trade. Everyone else who was offered it and signed it shortly after signed lucrative long-term deals.
Yeah.
Look at these deals. 4-year, 84, like we said, for Winfield. Josh Allen got paid. Brian Burns those two guys got huge deals.
Yep.
Matt Abike, he stayed there, huge deals. L'Jarius Sneed, kind of win-win there. The Chiefs getting a draft pick in exchange for him. He goes somewhere he's obviously needed, wanted. Jalen Johnson, Michael Pittman, Kyle Duggar. Just now, T. Higgins stands alone.
Yeah, this also should be good for players. Like now, like, well, last season if I got tagged, it was just to extend the period of signing. So hopefully this puts being tagged sucked, but now it just seems like no, this is just a negotiation where we can now we don't have a time limit. We just get done all summer. We can figure it out the right number, like Winfield just did. It took after the draft to get it done. They found a number that worked, and then this is it. So good for them. T. Higgins, I'm not sure if he's in a sign or a long-term deal there, but the rest of these guys got paid huge too, or got traded to a team like Snead did and got a big deal. So good for these guys. Yeah. And they're all worthy too. They're all these are solid players.
Young vets, kind of like what we always talk about. Hard guys to get. Big deal here. The Lions and quarterback Jared Goff have agreed to a 4-year, $212 million extension, 170 guaranteed. That's huge. The franchise quarterback in Detroit is locked in for years to come. Listen, he broke a 32-year drought of playoff wins and losses.
He got sent to the Lions team in just as a throw-in, just go waste the end of your career. And the Lions didn't win anything prior to him, obviously coming 34-year drought, but good for this guy, dude. Turned his whole career and perspective of himself around.
Good for him. Good, and it was so cool to see, even with Stafford, the franchise storied guy coming back in the playoff game. How Detroit made it so clear, but that's our guy. Yeah, Jared Goff's our guy. No matter what. Good for. Listen, we were all saying, myself included, Dan Campbell's crazy. Yeah. Jared Goff, what a joke that's their quarterback. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This team just keeps proving everyone wrong. Yep. they're killing it.
Yeah, good for them. And they found this guy, and he works with Dan Campbell, and he's having great numbers obviously there. And his offense is pretty good. It's not like he's holding them back. This offense is kind of built around him, around the play action short game, and then those two running backs. Go good for him, and paid huge. Maybe a little too much, but still. I don't know. Once you find your guy, just sign him because it's so hard to find a quarterback.
I don't know if it is too. I feel like he's basically Kirk Cousins. I mean, go to that next slide, AJ. This is really interesting. They, of course, the Rams were thinking they were getting an upgrade with Matthew Stafford, and really they just got the same guy. There's no really advantage here to having Matthew Stafford, except maybe that Stafford's hurt a lot more than Jared Goff. Goff's an Iron Man.
Well, Stafford won the championship. That's the only.
He did. But when you look at these numbers,
it's pretty similar. It's pretty kind of shocking. Yeah. But good for Goff. I did not ever see this coming, where he would sign a massive deal like this with the Lions.
I mean, the guy reached the Super Bowl on his rookie deal. I feel like we all wrote him off too quickly. Yeah. I feel like we were a little bit just too eager to say Goff there. He'll start there for a couple years, so they draft someone, then he'll be a backup and bounce around.
He's one of those guys at the end of his career when it's time for Hall of Fame. 5 years after he retires, you're like, I forgot this guy's career was so good.
I mean, we were talking about it last year in the playoffs. If he could find a way to get a championship, I mean, how do you keep him out of the Hall of Fame?
And where do you rank him? Because for those guys who won one championship, like we said, Joe Flacco. Is he better than Joe Flacco? Yeah, probably.
Like Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers who never won one. Or those guys Goff is better than those guys, and you would never think that because he hasn't. Rivers had those big years, but Goff's second win here with the Lions and found a home there. Good for you.
He joins the elite now with average per year as far as quarterbacks go. Joe Burrow at 55, still leading the pack there, but just under 53. So he got paid more than Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Herbert. That's a lot. That is wild. Wow. That Jared Goff is there. By the way, I mean, Jordan Love is going to blow this out the water.
Yeah, he's going to get about 57.
He has David Mulligetta as well.
Oh, yeah. And then a couple years later, Stroud will break that one.
It's just setting up wild. Here. All these quarterbacks just root on for each other because it just means the next guy's.
Yeah, please get paid, dude, so I get paid more.
Jared Goff, Joe Burrow. That's starting to become a conversation around the league. Listen, exactly. Listen, if you look at the numbers, obviously, you got two volume passers who are just putting up big numbers. Jared Goff's durability versus Joe Burrow's now. Listen, it has to be part of the conversation. He's hurt all the time.
Yeah,
he's hurt all the time. He's never had an off season where he's just fine.
Yeah,
and he can just have a regular off. He's always hurt. I think these guys are a little closer. I definitely Joe Burrow every day, all day. I'm not nuts.
Yeah.
But I think it's closer, because the reaction you had right off the bat, whoa, chill.
Yeah.
But if you really dive into it, they're closer than you might seem.
I think Goff is just leveling up here because he's just always available. Most of these guys, these upper echelon quarterbacks get hurt. So we just talked about Matthew Stafford. He just stays available and he stays winning. That's why he's elevating so much because he keeps winning.
A good conversation, better than Joe Burrow, I think, is Jared Goff, Dak Prescott. I think that those two guys are like, who would you rather have? I think I'd rather go maybe Goff slightly right now.
Yeah, I would go Goff, but like, I don't know. Dak has a weird hold on me for some reason. I don't know where to put him mentally, like in the amongst the ranks of quarterbacks. Cool. Yeah, like, and when he's on. Like he'll get in shootouts. He'll keep up with the best of them, but no playoff success. Obviously,
when he's off, he's getting blown out by 30 in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just that's the problem.
Lions are paying their guys this offseason. Obviously, the Goff contract, they paid Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those two will be together for the next 4 years at least, and then of course the left tackle Penei Sewell. Lions doing big things. They're going for it.
Well, they have a good team.
Had a great draft.
They had a good team, drafted very well, and then signed their guys, which is what you do. And they had a great draft, and that's why this year in my power rankings they were number 2 because everyone's pointing up. There's nothing but up. They could have beat the freaking Niners last year. Yeah. They were close. I think. I don't know. It'd be hard for me to pick against them this year as the NFC contender.
Good vibes in Detroit. They killed the draft. Yeah. They set all the new records of the draft. Uh-huh. I mean, like as far as hosting the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit is just on one right now.
Good for them. Good for the city of. Good for the. What's
win a chip.
What's the area code?
313, right?
Go for the 313, dude.
Courtland Sutton continues to work out away from the team facilities.
That's always good.
This is something we're always going to keep an eye on. Courtland Sutton, of course, he thinks he's getting traded. Everyone thinks he's getting traded. But all that really matters is Sean Payton actually going to pull the trigger. Yeah. It took him forever to trade Jerry Jeudy. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, this is because the Troy Franklin buzz is kind of hot right now. So I think if Troy Franklin has good camp, has a good preseason, they might say, let's just shop because you save so much money trading Sutton or just cutting him because his contract kind of works out that way.
Yeah,
a lot of playoff teams could use him.
Oh yeah,
like I can see like Lions going to get him at the deadline, or like the Bills or one of these teams that needs, or like the Panthers say they want like one other guy. He's a solid wide. He's not a great guy, a great wideout. He's a solid wideout. So I think that's useful on a playoff team.
Yeah, I love Courtland Sutton. I love his game. I think he can step in and on occasion and be kind of a number 1 option. That's what he was for the Broncos last year.
He'll have moments where it's
but a great number 2.
Yeah. There's so many places to put him, but I think it's time. I think so many rumors, and he's been upset for a while.
The Jets have made multiple attempts, according to Connor Hughes, to replace Nathaniel Hackett this offseason. Connor notes that they were looking to hire someone above Hackett to run the show. Here's the quote. Internally, there are legitimate concerns with Hackett's ability to successfully run things.
Sweet.
This sounds pretty toxic.
Yeah.
This sounds like something, I don't know.
But not surprising.
Yeah. Not surprising because Hackett's a moron. But also, this happened last year when things weren't going great. There were so many leaks in that Jets locker room. Yeah. You got to think like Aaron Rodgers is like, why are you guys leaking every single thing? And this is Rodgers' boy. So this is like Rodgers probably taking this personally. Like he vouched for this guy even after his bad season last year as a coordinator, as a play caller. As a Bronco fan, I've seen Hackett too much. Not a great coordinator. Rodgers will make him look a little better, but I get it though. I would want another guy on there. Maybe there's a different play caller and he's the coordinator because that happens a lot too.
What's weird here is like, it doesn't say they're looking to fire him. It says they're looking to add someone else to the staff who would basically like kind of overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Create a position.
How weird is that? Like,
yeah, I don't know what.
So what is he then? Just he's
a figurehead,
really overpaid quarterbacks coach.
Consultant.
He's just Rodgers' boy.
Yeah, he's still quarterbacks coach. Still has that relationship.
Yeah, this is weird, and I hate this for Jets fans.
Jets.
Like, keep it in house. Not everything needs to be leaked, dude. Like keep it in house. I know it's New York media, but this for a Jets fan, you're like, please stop leaking everything that's negative. Never anything good. It's just always negative stuff for them.
Per Ty Dune, never heard of him. But
what's up, Ty?
Want to make sure this is on him. The environment in the Bears quarterback room 2021 with Justin Fields, Nick Foles, and Andy Dalton was, quote, toxic as hell.
Oh, that's great.
Here's the quote. There are several arguments among the quarterbacks. Per one source. Foles was trying to teach something to Fields in the quarterback room, and upon turning toward the rookie, Foles realized Fields wasn't even paying attention. His head was down. At that point, Fields was done playing mentor. The two could not stand each other. This is, to me, every time a player leaves, Then all of a sudden,
Like, you know what?
All of a sudden, the Bears have all these stories about how terrible he was. Like,
Yeah, he didn't open the door for me one time, so that guy's a bitch. Like, what? Bro, what are you talking about?
yeah, I mean, sure, maybe these guys didn't like each other. It doesn't seem like Justin Fields and Nick Foles run in the same circles or do the same things in life. I mean, but it's just, I don't know. These kind of stories, like after someone's left,
Once he leaves, like, yeah, I know.
That's low.
Yeah, just let it go. He didn't work out for you guys. You've moved on clearly.
Justin Fields, man, he's truly polarizing. You either can't stand the guy and you think he's trash, or like you're a believer and you think you've seen the highlights.
You know what's funny though?
Flash
is that the fans they're like us, where there's a certain group of fans that like him, but we saw this offseason, GMs do not really like him. We saw him last a long time in the trade rumors and got traded for a conditional 4th round pick that could be a 6th round pick. Like, you kind of saw like where GMs they don't want any risk with this guy. They want like, if we're gonna trade for him, we don't want any risk with it.
But the hard thing about that is that not only do the fans love him, the players love him.
Yeah, he's
the locker room loves him.
Incredibly difficult to read.
Yeah,
because there was times last year where he was like tearing it up, and then he got hurt, and then whatever, and then the season kind of went downhill. He's just difficult to read, and
we're gonna see this year, is it the Bears, and are they just don't know how to run anything successfully?
Yeah,
or is it Justin Fields going to Tomlin? He's gonna get a real shot. I'm interested to see. The Bears officially announced Caleb Williams starting quarterback.
Oh, shocker! That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't care. Do it. I don't know why. Like just kind of
announcement. He a number 1 overall pick is our.
To be fair, maybe they just were asked like, "Hey, is Caleb going to start the season?" Yeah.
But I'm glad that they're not doing that stupid thing that some teams might do, like, oh, it's gonna be an open competition. No, it's not. It's Caleb Williams. Shut up. Just put him out there.
This is the same team that named Andy Dalton the starter.
Yep.
QB1.
Yeah. And then did they draft Justin Fields?
And then like, oh, QB1-ish. Yeah.
Bears.
Give a kid. Yeah. If they mess up this one, Bears, you're not allowed to draft a quarterback with number 1 ever again.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break, and then we're gonna get into the schedule release. A couple things came out today that we want to talk about. Obviously, everything you release tomorrow when you're listening to this, everything you release, we'll cover that in the next show. But a couple games released right now, and we'll get into that. Be right back. This segment is brought to you by Dad Gang Hats. Dad Gang makes the highest quality hats in the apparel industry because they use premium materials, pay close attention to detail, and prioritize durability and comfort. With so many styles, colors, and designs, they absolutely have the right hat for you and the dad in your life. Use code BENCHED76826. That's BENCHD 76826 for 15% off your first purchase. Shop Dad Gang Hats, quality hats for quality dads. Okay, hey boys, we got a schedule. We got a schedule for next year. we have football happening. Listen, this is exciting. This kind of sneaks up on you, the schedule release.
Yeah.
And it's like just the shot of football that you need in this downtime.
Yeah, as a dude, at least where I am.
Well, football thing.
At this time, you're like, okay, I'm in the basketball playoffs, and I'm into the ML, and it's summer baseball now.
Yeah.
Then you get a little shot of adrenaline with this schedule release stuff. Then you start to think, oh, let me go back to my team here. Let me go back to that mindset.
Yeah.
Freaking love it.
How disappointing for the other leagues. They're in full-blown playoffs, hockey playoffs happening, NBA playoffs, and yet everyone stepped away for the NFL schedule release.
Yeah, for the schedule release. Not even like a game.
Jeez.
Not a game.
You have us, NFL.
Yeah, you have us by the gonads.
You have us and our $850.
Hell yeah.
It's yours already, man.
It's yours. I'm pissed, but I'm going to give it to you.
They're like, I hate you for doing this, but here it is. Please cash it on Friday.
The opening game was announced, and it's a good one. Ravens, Chiefs. This is in Baltimore. It's going to be zoppity.
Yeah, that's a pretty good week 1. Would have wanted to do like kind of an underdog, a little bit less of a powerhouse. Like, I thought the Lions-Chiefs game would be great, round 2.
Yeah, that would be good. But I mean, you got the debut of Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's gonna be
against
sweet.
the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kelce coming
the
back.
Chiefs are. I mean, they're this for several teams, but to the Ravens, they're that team that they can never get by.
Yep. And then you have the Taylor Swift shots because that's what's gonna happen.
Yep, Taylor Swift.
She's gonna be there. Now they're in a committed long relationship, so she's gonna be there.
I honestly forgot about that. I've had a couple months.
It's gonna happen, man. The NFL's gonna pay her to be there for sure. Like, please be in the stands. We'll get 5 shots of you. You'll have your little entourage around you, and that's Jackson Mahomes will not be there. Papa Mahomes will not be there because they are incarcerated.
Why are they catching strays? I
don't know.
They're sitting in a cell somewhere.
I have no sympathy for
you're right here
convicts.
making fun of them. But yeah, this is gonna be a great game. I think several things to watch for. The possible breakout season here for Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
I think looming.
And then
Derrick Henry.
Xavier
How much
Worthy.
Derrick Henry, how much does he change their offense? Do they build it around him? Are they still letting Lamar cook? How are they going to balance that? Yeah, Xavier Worthy, the weapons around Patrick Mahomes. I mean, how does that shake out?
Hollywood Brown playing his former team.
Yeah. Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, fantasy-wise, this is a big game.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of fantasy players are
Right off the bat.
stars.
Just not Racey Rice.
Just, no. Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry on one side. You have Chiefs. You have Pacheco, Mahomes, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, not Racey Rice. Marquise Brown, Travis Kelce.
Any chance you're throwing Xavier Worthy in a flex spot? Or
I don't know. I mean,
Week one?
Week
No.
one.
just to see, maybe. You never know.
Just so you have someone playing that game, so you can just say you have someone playing.
Maybe
that
like
game.
a 14-team league.
Yeah, I'll just throw a crazy
That wild man in the backfield, Pacheco. Right?
Pacheco's running like he hates running.
Yep, a solid 16 carries for 80 yards.
Just he runs like he hits his wife.
Jeez.
Running like bro, you gotta chill.
Stop breathing so hard, man.
Yeah, hey, bro, chill, bro. It's only 5 yards.
That AP style.
Yeah. Whoa.
You said it first. You can't. You can't. Whoa.
I'm drawing the line here.
I'm telling you, the weirdest moral line.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, sorry.
I'll do the dog fighting, but not if they start bleeding.
blood. I'm out.
Here's what we know so far about opening week. Thursday night, we said Ravens, Chiefs. Friday night, the Eagles will beat the Packers in Brazil. Cowboys, Browns. Big one about that. The debut of Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's in the booth. I guarantee you, I'll be focused on Tom Brady and
Absolutely.
him breaking down film live. Because you know Roman does that now. He like calls what's gonna happen. I want to see Brady do that shit.
We haven't really had access to Tom Brady like this. By the way, we didn't get a chance to talk about the roast with
Yeah,
AJ.
yep.
Did you watch it, AJ?
So I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen every single clip that's out there.
Well, we talked about the last show, but AJ wasn't here.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't talked about it with AJ.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, it was good for him. I think it was good for him. I think he came away from it just
looking
a little,
fine.
like you said, more accessible.
Yeah.
Like this is just a regular dude. He took it on the chin. You know, I love the shots and they'd say something real crazy and he's sitting there like taking a drink. Honestly, yeah, it was hilarious.
He's
But the Robert Kraft thing. Now, was that?
Don't say that shit again.
Was that scripted or
No,
was
that was real.
Did he
I
get
think
up
that
there?
was real. So, what's the comic with the Nazi haircut? What's his name? Schultz. Adam Schultz.
yeah.
He got on his podcast and said that was 100% real because we were told pre-show don't say anything about his kids and don't say anything about Robert Kraft and massages. And so when Jeff Ross said that and Tom Brady in the ultimate alpha move, I don't care. I don't care if this is live. I will shut this whole shit down.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit again.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Was Robert Kraft there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'd heard that they also didn't know he was going to be there.
You know, also, you know what I learned too? Kim Kardashian, they didn't know that she was going to be there.
Oh, wow.
So that's why.
hate that.
That's why no one had any jokes for her because no one knew she was going to be there.
Yeah.
So
She just plays above the rules.
No,
bro.
that's legit. There was
I
people
heard
who
that
went
too.
there. Yeah, so that sucks. I would love to see jokes against Kim Kardashian because
she came out one of the biggest losers of the night.
there was people there who have their own podcast now, and they were saying like every time she was even on the screen, they were booing her.
wow.
We probably watched the same stuff then because they were saying it was like awkward.
Yeah,
How much just the crowd hated her.
good. It's about the time her reign ended.
Oh,
She's very.
man. Anyways, back to Tom Brady calling games. He'll debut here, Cowboys Browns. He did have some words to say about Dak Prescott when he revealed it. See that?
What? No.
He said, "Can Dak finally get it done?"
Damn.
You're gonna get little shots from Tom. Brady.
Go ahead, Tom.
He is way too competitor petty.
Yeah, and he must start crying because he's so like emotionally driven and like
He wants to remind everybody who he is.
yeah, like I'm also Tom Brady, bitches.
I'm obviously circling Packers Eagles, but Jets at Niners Monday Night Football, running it back. Aaron Rodgers, listen, A-Rod, get that American flag and you do that shit again.
Do it again. You know what? Double fist it. Two flags. Double fist that shit.
I mean, I'm scared just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Please
oh,
don't
God.
get hurt. Please.
Maybe go 6 plays.
Maybe runs first half. Just a bunch of draws.
Funny thing about that, the same Leonard Floyd is the pass rusher who sacked him when he got hurt.
Nice.
Now plays for the Niners, so he'll face him again.
Patrick
wow.
Trying to go 2 for 2.
And Aaron Rodgers going back to his home. I don't know his hometown, but his area.
Where he's from.
You
Brock
gotta
Purdy.
think
What
Troy.
a stage for Brock Purdy.
They're gonna mention that injury a trillion times during that podcast. It's Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, so they'll do it in a classy way, but they'll still beat it over the head.
Take all the Nathaniel Hackett probably tapes his ankles. So Nathaniel, take all the tape you have and just wrap that thing from the thigh all the way to the toes.
Yeah. I want high hip bone tape, please, Aaron.
Jets Niners also just a great game. Classic. Saleh, Robert Saleh.
Solid, and that's gonna be final score 13-17 or 17-13. Cause that's gonna be pretty low
I
scoring.
don't know. I think my boy A-Rod's going off. I'm so interested to see this team. I mean, they've done what they could at O-line. It's obviously not great. They got some older players. Got a rookie, so a lot of questions there. But Breece Hall is a monster who could just take over this whole thing. This could end up being Brock Purdy, Aaron Rodgers. We didn't say your name too much because Christian McCaffrey and Breece Hall were trading haymakers.
And another game, a lot of fantasy guys out there. So all these primetime games that they're leading off with, good for them because they know a lot of stars on this field.
Bills Dolphins is week 2 Thursday night. So I think the first Thursday or second Thursday night game, the one that leaked. Let's move ahead here. Big game that also leaked. Kirk Cousins of the Falcons will open their season at home versus Russell Wilson and the Steelers. Russ most likely going to start that game, right?
Yeah, I'll probably be Russ for week 1.
Arthur Smith, revenge game.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. I was trying to figure out what the connection was here.
He's about to run Cordell Patterson like 20 times that game.
You let us go?
I told you he was good. I told you.
I mean,
God, I hate Arthur Smith. The frustration that man.
I feel like for the Steeler games, I'm just gonna be like anxious until they finally just put Justin Fields.
Yep.
Just do it.
It's
just
like I'm watching a fake team here.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're watching, like, okay, this is obviously not someone that you want here long term because you're paying him about $500 to be there.
Yeah, it's like watching. It's like reading a rough draft. Like this is good, but it's not what it's going to be. It's gonna be Justin Fields.
And then Kirk Cousins. I mean, off the Achilles injury.
I think he's gonna start week 1 now because of the Penix Jr.
100%,
He'll start week 1.
He's props to him too. He's totally taking the high road with the Penix thing.
And another guy, tape all the way to the thigh, buddy.
Hey, if I could say this, so I'm honestly not worried about Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers.
Their Achilles?
So I tore my Achilles 3 years ago. About a year after, and till now, I feel like nothing happened there. Honestly, it feels stronger than it did before. With these guys, with their conditioning and their treatment that they're getting, that's on a next level. I think they'll be fine, especially with their style of play.
So Aaron Rodgers got back on the playing field like 14 weeks after.
Incredible
on the practice field, I mean, and opened up his window designated to return. So you got to imagine. And I listened to him on the Rogan podcast. He was talking about it, and he said at that point the only thing he couldn't do was like truly open up and sprint.
No, honestly, that's So for me, I was running again after 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
like just able to kind of do a little bit of jog. I made a promise to myself though I wouldn't play basketball for a year. But about at the 7-month mark, I was like, I could get out there, but I kept my promise.
Was the mental hurdle once you did start doing athletic things?
Yeah. So that was the tough part. I didn't know how to if I could trust it. I didn't know if I could cut. It's hard to get over that.
Yeah, what's gonna happen is that when Aaron Rodgers has to roll out, we're all gonna be like holding our breath, like please just don't get hurt.
Not to mention both these guys are pushing 40 years old.
Yeah,
or Rodgers are already 40 years old.
And they both had significant injuries prior to this, so it's like, please, I want to see just one full year of Rodgers in New York. I just want to see what it looks like. I just want to see what it looks like. Because last year was the biggest letdown we've seen in a long time.
Remember how jacked we were for that game?
He came out with the flag, and then
America lost that day.
His Achilles dipped out early.
Another game that was released is a Super Bowl rematch. The Chiefs are going to Santa Clara to take on the Niners week 7. Tom Brady's going to be calling it.
Oh, God.
Which is electric. That's just going to be cool having Tom Brady there. Yeah. It just adds another layer of
Tom Brady's calling the game too.
Tom Brady there.
Super Bowl rematch.
Him commenting on Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Jason Kelce there.
Yeah.
Oh, so much fun. But yeah, and Super Bowl rematches, obviously we get this every year. NFL definitely likes to line this up.
Chiefs probably win.
Chiefs had a much better offseason, I would say. But, I mean, who knows? Ricky Pearsall and the 49ers, they're coming in hot.
Yeah. You really don't like Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall's
he averaged 2 catches and 20-some yards in college.
Deep sleeper. Watch out.
He was a sleeper in college.
Yeah.
He was a failed sleeper in college.
That's crazy to draft him in the first round. Like this guy he's about to emerge.
Well, you know, so you know how he got on the map, right? He made that crazy one-handed catch. So you got to look it up. It's an incredible catch. He got sandwiched at the same moment that he was catching the ball with one. It's an incredible catch.
Niners like, that's our guy right there.
Yeah.
That's our dude. Draft him right now. First round.
You got to imagine Debo looks at that guy like, Brandon, we're good, man.
Brandon,
They're about to pay us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Chiefs are just obviously going for the three-peat. But starting with back-to-back tough games, though. Ravens.
They had a slow start last year, and they picked it up right. So even if they go like 500, whatever, at least now you're going to be conditioned, or me, I'm going to be like, I'm not worried about them. They'll be just fine when the playoff starts.
We brought this up, so let's cover it quickly. Tom Brady, of course, Fox analyst, broadcasting debut. They made a big old deal. I think a Strahan was there, kind of introducing him.
The chef, what's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
The British, Gordon Ramsay.
Was he there?
Yeah.
What a random guy to have. Let's bring in Strahan and Gordon Ramsay.
Any shot of Greg Olsen? Where is he now? Is he?
He's calling Kate McCart games.
Oh, God. Poor guy. You were just a placeholder, dude. Aikman left, so you just kind of
Truly
took that spot. And then Brady, like, okay, buddy, bye. We're not even going to hire you. We're just going to fire you. We're not going to relocate you to lower games. You're just gone.
I think he's just
you're just gone. Like,
I think he's still there. I think he's still at Fox. He's just he's the
So
B
we
guy.
don't have anything for you to do.
Yeah, so I guess you could just.
We'll call you if Tom gets sick.
You'll be the guy who we call for, like, is that inbounds or out of bounds? Greg, what do you think? Like, oh, inbounds. All right, thanks, Greg. And then right back to Tom Brady.
Oh, man.
Poor Greg Olsen.
We'll finish up with this here. A couple of rematches we're looking forward to as the schedule drops Wednesday. So, of course, this is a Wednesday release. So this is dropping today. These are the ones to circle on your calendar as soon as that schedule comes out. Kirk Cousins returned to the Vikings. That's obviously
Hope he kicks their ass.
really,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
really fun game. That was that. Well, we don't know. Duh.
Yeah.
I was like, week what?
TBD.
I hope that's toward the middle or even in the end. So he's nice and healthy.
Yeah, so he's nice and juiced up. Yeah.
McCarthy's starting by then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we get to see these
McCarthy's
two teams.
throwing his inaccurate throws.
Did you see?
Yeah, I saw a lot of those
Did you
videos.
see that?
Yep.
He has a lot of videos of him
He
doing
was
that.
me to you, AJ. We're about 15 feet apart, maybe.
Hey, man, there's Sean Burst to win.
He just, you know what's funny is that
Minnesota wins.
he just rifles it maybe 5 feet to the right and then just,
It's like, dude, next time, don't worry about it. I'll get it right.
I hope he works out, man. I just don't know.
It works out too.
don't
I actually liked him, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Bills, Texans. Stephon Diggs, like we said, is going to blow both quads.
He's going to cry in the he's gonna talk so much shit during the game, like so much.
Not to mention, what's going to be fun about CJ Stroud this year is like, you know, because the last couple of years it's been like, all right, when is Josh Allen playing Joe Burrow? When is Patrick Mahomes playing Josh Allen? You know what I'm saying? And now throw Stroud in there.
Yeah, now Stroud, like, what is Stroud playing?
Stroud and his freaking posse of weapons
Yeah.
is going to come in and like, all right, we're the Texans and we're here to stay.
Also, we're gonna see this year. I know he did a lot last year. We're gonna see this year, like, if he does it again, like, he's a real deal. Like, he's here to stay because, you know, some of
I think he answered those questions last year. Are you still?
No. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if he does it again, like, this guy is gonna be just another Burrow,
Yeah, I mean, I guess
another Josh Allen.
To
in the
these
league.
guys, like, yeah, you still got to prove it, kid.
Yeah,
Like,
because Burrow, Allen have done it for a long time, you know. But like, yeah,
man, is he already at the place, him and the Texans, where it's like winning the playoffs or it doesn't matter?
yeah, oh yeah.
Is he already
oh, yeah.
there?
He's already like
Jeez.
Super Bowl or bust because of the
'Cause he made
contract
it.
and
Yeah.
of I think all that.
Wild. Saquon returned to New York. I don't think that's a big deal because
It's a big deal.
New York's gonna suck.
Giants New York fans hate him. He was at the Knicks game and he said after, like, they need to get over it,
Yep.
which will not make them get over it. They'll just get really mad because he said that.
You made it worse.
You made it worse, Saquon.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, well, yeah, I guess.
Joey, stop. This is
No, I mean, is it? I mean,
yes, Saquon's like the best player they've had in like the
I
last
think it's
decade.
because it's a running back. You're like,
Yeah,
but
like-
he was their guy.
He was their
for
guy.
The last 5,
He was their
6 years.
savior.
No, for me, it's just like, well, the Giants are gonna suck so bad anyway. It's almost like, yeah.
It's still a divisional game though.
I don't know.
It's
You never know.
Steelers Broncos. I hope this is early in the season, or else Russell Wilson's gonna be on the sideline.
Sean Payton about to have
That's
Bounty Gate 2.0, baby.
Well, how terrible is it for Russell Wilson if he's like not even starting?
I can't wait. Please.
He's gonna go out there.
Put your hands down, Russ, you fucking
If
moron.
there's a mysterious injury to Justin Fields before that game, we know.
Flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's going to be this salty handshake between Sean Payton and Russell
He's like,
Wilson.
hey, man,
for sure.
how's it going?
If they even do acknowledge
No,
each
Sean
other.
Payton's petty enough. He'll go up
Quarterback
to him.
coach, they don't need to.
Yeah, they don't need to.
I wonder the trash talk before because Sean Payton's not afraid to trash.
This is gonna be a prime time. They want. Yeah.
Russell Wilson basically just laid it all out there as soon as he left the Broncos. So there's some salty feelings there.
But the Steelers, I'm a Broncos fan. Steelers are probably gonna win this one because they're a very good team next year. They're a very good team this year or last year. So, but yeah, I can't wait. I hope Russell starts and I hope he does terrible. That's my analysis because he didn't do shit for us.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I'm allowed to say that now because he's not a Bronco anymore. I don't have to defend him.
Bo Nix is Bo Nix starting there?
Since yeah, for sure. Please, for love of God, be good. Please, oh my God.
We need to get together these comments on the Bo Nix. So we released a reel that was basically Angel and Terrell reacting to Bo Nix getting drafted 12 overall during our draft party show. Catch us next year during the draft live stream on YouTube only. Yeah. And we released a reel basically capturing your reaction, which was not positive. You walked off the set, and Terrell just buried his face in his hands. And there's been some...
This coming after, 30 seconds of Angel, talking himself into Bo Nix, and then the pick comes in.
Talking himself out of Bo Nix. He starts with, if it's Bo Nix, that's fine. And then I can't get a Bo Nix. And then it's Bo Nix would be a reach. Don't do Bo Nix. It was so perfect.
I've been hurt so many times. My heart can't. It's really like that meme of Michael Scott. I'm ready to be hurt again.
Yeah.
It might be. I mean, if he's good, great. If he's bad, more of the same.
Well,
it's the same thing.
What I was gonna say is that comments got so there are some Bo Nix defenders.
It's it's Broncos Nation who are faithful and believe everything that Sean Payton does, which is great. This is great.
So delusional. But
sometimes you have to think back, realize why was he picked 6 out of these quarterbacks? There's a reason why. This is just Mahomes was picked 3rd in his draft class. You never know, but you have to take it there's optimism, but be very cautious. There might just be another one of these quarterbacks who...
He seems like a great guy. They released a documentary on him. He seems like a great guy. I'm a Ducks fan. Go Ducks.
And let's be saying, I hope he's good. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll get a Bo Nix jersey and I'll come on the show and say I was wrong. But I'm not going to... Until I see it. Because Russell Wilson taught me that.
Can't you see him having a very Russell Wilson-like season, though?
Low
20, interceptions.
28 and 10 at the end of the year. Under 4,000 yards.
The way he plays.
Yeah, he's a smart...
we watched this film and it's just oh, wow, you throw it less than 10 yards a lot.
Yeah, they did a lot of their offense wasn't really, how do you say, concepts weren't really deep. It was just screen or deep, down the field. Sean Payton will do whatever. I think Russell Wilson didn't do a lot of that stuff last year, but I'm worried that there were some games highlighted by that Bills game where he won the game last second by Russell Wilson going left, that Courtland Sutton. Does Bo Nix have that aspect, that little bit of magic where it didn't go the way Sean Payton drew it up, and you have to make something happen?
The bummer for the Broncos is that there's no other quarterback to get excited about.
Well, Zach Wilson's there, so
exactly.
That sucks.
There's nothing else to get excited about.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The Broncos are going to be really interesting to watch this year because of the move they made for Bo Nix. Same thing with the Falcons, but we'll see. That's the schedule. AJ, you got anything on the schedule?
I just can't wait for it.
It's going to be fun, right?
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Full release on Wednesday.
I can't wait for all the guys across America. It comes out. Stop work. Go to the bathroom real quick. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the bathroom. 10-minute break.
Yeah.
All the schedule, highlight games.
I'm going to be looking at my fantasy teams.
Yeah.
Who's playing who.
Oh, yeah.
Who. Yep.
Yeah. And then you see, can I go to this gig? Because we live in L.A. Rams.
That's what I start doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
When are the Eagles coming?
Eagles are coming out here. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Broncos play here every year because Chargers. So.
Something that I will not take part in, and I just think is the stupidest thing that NFL media and we won't do it here, is strength of schedule ranking. You have no idea. Stop.
That's based off last year's record, and that's that means if you had the Texans last year, your thing was low because they weren't good. But then you got woken the fuck up with C.J. Stroud.
Well, also think about how much the league changed in the first 2 weeks last year.
You think of injuries too.
That's what I'm saying.
The Cincinnati Bengals,
Bengals, Rodgers.
Yep.
Yeah, all these guys will go down in the first couple of weeks.
Ridiculous.
Don't waste your time with that.
Yeah,
Not to mention the spread is like the top was 54,
Yeah.
5,400, and then the bottom was like 47. Like, okay, so there's like a 20,
It's not like
20 point spread.
So basically, every team in the NFL is good. That's what you're telling me. Yeah. So don't look too much into that because you never know.
Yeah, we won't be covering the schedule in that way, but it'll be fun to dive into. That's our show for today, guys. Episode 124 in the books. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back again this week with another brand new episode. Have a great week.
Peace.
Bye.